It's now time to select this episode's MVP.
We are going to try to elect an MVP of the episode. Now, this is a tricky one in a lot of ways because so many introductions, and the criteria for this is whatever we want to make it. And so I might have a different reason why I'm going to select somebody's. It might be the performance of the actor. It might be something that happened, but we're going to nominate our MVP. You can weigh in comments or other places if you're watching on this. We may even eventually form some polls through our different social media and things on this on MVPs, but we're each nominating one and going to state our case why. So who wants to start us with their nomination for episode 1, season 1, the beginning of this all, MVP?
I'll start us.
Okay.
For me, it's Hopper, and I'll tell you why. Because I think you see something wake up in Hopper in this. You know, I think he is in, like I said, and we know later what happens. You know, he's got, and we find out in this episode his daughter died. You know, and it just wreaked havoc on his marriage, and he is just about as low as you can get. I mean, as low as you can get. And probably just going through the motions. You know, what he mentions, the worst thing that happened is somebody got attacked by a bird because they thought it was a bird's nest. There was a bird's nest. That was the hardest thing that had happened in the town. And all of a sudden there's a major thing. And I think when he goes into that shed and starts seeing some things, I think you see a little bit different Hopper. And you start to see the beginnings of what will become one of the heroes of the show, you know?
Fair enough. I mean, it's a character turn inside a single episode. That's
and it's
hard to do. I mean,
and it's something that you see carry out through the through the seasons. But to me, that's the beginning point of he woke up. You know,
for sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go with Mike on this one. Mike is the leader. I mean, he's the one giving the story of D&D and coming up with the stories on that. And he's telling his mom, no, 15 more minutes after 10 hours of doing this and all that. And then when it comes down to it, when his friend Will, he's got that moment when they leave, but then when Will goes missing, he's the one like, man, we got to get out there. We got to go and find, it was all about his friendship with Will. And then I think the thing that gets you intrigued for the episodes to come was the final scene that you see as they're going through the woods and it's raining and it's crazy out there. And they flash the flashlight because they hear something in the woods. And there's the introduction to 11 and they just kind of lock eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something's coming here, you guys.
You know what? You're both making great points because, you talk about, David, this turn inside of a single episode that's significant. You're hitting, there's really almost there's 3 different moments you hit, but 4 key parts to the character of Mike, right? Like the guy that's leading the D&D game, the one that stands up for his friend, the catching there's something unique about Alone, and then obviously so we really get a good glimpse of him. I'm gonna go for my MVP, and I feel now like it's like I want to be clear, I love my wife, okay guys? I think Winona Ryder's a really good actress. I'm gonna go with Joyce as my MVP in this, and it's partly because my first case will be to land Winona Ryder in this role, to be able to draw off of that character, and not just she's this 80s character, but she's living her current life self in a lot. Not I mean, she's a mom now living out what would have been in the 80s and often would be the main character in the movie. So you got that piece, the ability for her to show this frazzled, hard on life woman who made some tough choices, but in the down deep is just this fiercely committed mom to say, I'm going to take responsibility. I got it. And I'm not going to let go of what I know to be true. And yet there's this great unfolding for us. I mean, we know where she ends, right? So in a rewatch, there's that side. Is this lady crazy, or is she really committed and she just depicts it so well? But then also a really cool just payoff now in the long term to know that same woman's the one that takes the axe at the end and puts an end to things. That's pretty dope to think about now. So really fun. Our MVPs, I will say this. I mean, I'm right and you guys are wrong, but all three really key central leads to this journey.
Hey, thanks for checking out this video. If you enjoyed this, check out the full Hawkins Youth Rally episode on your screen right now. And be sure to subscribe to this channel, The Rewatcher, where we're rewatching some of the most iconic TV shows and movies and sharing what hits different when you know how it ends.